longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
5 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And another 3.
For giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
And it's the Warriors on the break. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Curry's got 11.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them. Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That pushes it to double digits. 13 points in the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Thompson dishes to Barnes. Curry against LeBron. Screen by Bogut. And Curry, here we go. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
Thompson misses.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Barnes. 18 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Really no idea why you're fouling between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State.
Sean Livingston.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in to the middle, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Warriors leading by 16. No good on the quick 3. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
It's Curry outside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Now here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Curry, good.
Wow.
And stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it's good. And now it's up to 25 points for Steph Curry. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
From deep three-point range, Bogut kicks to Barnes. Lets the three fly, and Stephen Curry another. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Curry with it. 28 points for him. From past the arc. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Barnes kicks to Green. And he's good on the three ball. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Now here's Irving. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Love goes in. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Thompson throws it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
The offensive rebound, a second chance effort, and it's laid in by Bogut.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Now here's Irving. In the corner, it's James. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And it's Golden State's ball. It's Curry outside. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
On its way from Irving for 2. And another miss by Cleveland.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 34 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnover.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Irving can't get it to go.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
It's 2-on-1, and here they go. Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team. Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Here is Love. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Some changes for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. A switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Barnes, who's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Dellavedova from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got 6 rebounds in the game. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Here's Dellavedova following the basket by Stephen Curry. Smith drawn the double team. Releases. Wow, way off on that one.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Now here's James. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another miss by Cleveland.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Smith against Curry. And stolen by Love. Here's Smith. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Okay, man, put your hands together.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.